For those of you who don't know, my name is Casey Anthony. My daughter is Kaylee Anthony. My parents are George and Cindy Anthony. This is not about them. This is not in response to anything that they have said or done. That's not to say that I'm not going to respond at some point to some of the things that they have said and done. The whole point of this is for me to begin to reintroduce myself. I'm doing this both personally for me, but in a professional capacity. As a proponent for the LGBTQ community, for our legal community, women's rights, I feel that it's important that I use this platform that was thrust upon me and now look at as a blessing as opposed to the curse that it has been since 2008. With that, these aren't going to be perfect. They're not going to be edited. Most of the time, they're not going to be short. But I am proverbially standing in the light, embracing this piece, still going to keep my privacy intact. So you will get very comfortable with my car, and I will explain in great detail why it's so important for people to protect their privacy.
She's going to protect her privacy by becoming famous, infamous, more infamous than she already is. What is she going to be influencing on behalf of? Well, she says, I want to be speaking out for LGBT and this and that, and women's rights. And what is meant by women's rights? When people on the political left, people who are on the side of whatever, LGBT activism and this and that, when they talk about women's rights, what are they talking about? They're talking about one thing. They're talking about abortion. They're talking about killing their own kids. I think most people who followed this case still suspect that she murdered her daughter. She was acquitted, so it's just an allegation, an accusation, a hunch. It's not. She was acquitted. She might be one of the worst people in America. And yet, what Casey Anthony was accused of doing is pretty much exactly the same as what abortionists and their customers do.